G'day YouTube viewers, welcome to my channel. Today's topic is my issue and problem with my UHF 390 model from Oricom radio. I've done a review like this before, which I posted on YouTube, but I'm going to actually expand on it a little bit more. The old video has been wiped off. So I decided to just use it for a while and see if I can find any more faults with it before I repost if necessary. And yes, I actually found more faults with my Oricom radio. So it's a 390, it's a compact radio that you fit pretty much anywhere, under the seat, even under the steering wheel you normally drive. Plenty of cable for your microphone. So this is it. I had it installed almost a year ago, roughly. Yeah, it's been about a year ago. And didn't last very long. So the first issue that I had was there was something that looked like a play button, like a play function on the screen, like a triangle on the actual screen. When I went into the manual, it says something about a triple watch function, but there's no arrow on the actual screen. The triple watch function should display 3 round circles, and there is absolutely nothing in the manual that says that has a symbol like a play function, a triangle, black triangle on the screen. So I took it to one of my mates down at Ironman 4x4 in Bendigo, but they couldn't figure it out. What the play function was. Nobody could figure it out. So that was the first problem. The second problem was to try and actually play. So how do you play something that's been recorded? A bit of a mystery. And there's nothing in the manual that specify anything like that. So since then, straight away I had another issue with not being able to change channels. So I got stuck on channel 40. Couldn't get it to go up or down, even though I already knew how to do it from the start. But using the dial on the side there, and that was the second problem. Couldn't change channels, so I got stuck at channel 40. Lastly, didn't last very long again. Within a 2-month period of just listening in, not really talk. I don't really talk much unless I really have to. And there was nothing coming through and nothing coming out in terms of communication. So I had my portable radio with me, which must be somewhere in the little nut. I haven't got it around here. Nope, I don't see it. So I had a portable radio with me, and I had it turned on at a parking lot, sitting at a parking lot, and I can hear communication on channel 40 coming in, coming out on a portable, but nothing on the actual Oricom radio. So I decided to talk from my portable to the mobile, and nothing's going through. So I tried I tried vice versa, and again nothing's going through. So I gave up. I gave it up straight away. Couldn't find anything too much of a good review or a bad review on Google. So I decided to ditch the Oricom radio because of those 3 problems that I had. I can tell you now that I'm not ever going back to Oricom radio. That's a big fail from Oricom, from me. When I first started, I had a Uniden radio, and that lasted about 10 years. And that was a really good performer. I had a small radio antenna, a 3 decibel antenna, mounted on top of my 4-wheel drive instead of in front of the bull bar. And that lasted there since I actually bought the 4-wheel drive till I sold the 4-wheel drive. And that was probably about 5 years that I've had it. After that, I transferred the radio over to another 4-wheel drive. This time it was in front. No, because it was a van, I had it. I mounted the antenna on the actual bonnet of the van. So before that, when I had my first 4-wheel drive, which was a Ford Courier 2000 model, very nice 4-wheel drive. But the radio in question, very nice. Even with duplex mode, I could talk anyone from West Preston, where I used to live. I actually talked to someone all the way to Geelong. I think it's about 20-30 k's out, one from the other, roughly. And I also accidentally left it on duplex, also with a 3 decibel antenna, small on the roof. When I went to work one day, just sitting at the car park, I didn't realise that I had my duplex function on, and started to chit-chat with someone all the way from Thomastown all the way to Caroline Springs. And we were both ecstatic. We were both surprised. He actually asked me, "Are you on duplex mode or just normal?" Let me check. I checked the screen on my radio, and he was on duplex. So I thought, wow, okay. So he was surprised by the distance using duplex mode with such a small antenna, 3 decibel antenna. So I had really good fun with that radio. I did have a 4.5 decibel antenna. I also had a 6. But I found out with the 3 decibel, I've used it 90% of the time throughout the years. And Uniden radio again. Yeah, there was no faults of any kind. It was basic, it was simple, very nice. So after this was like many years ago when I actually had my first radio. So I bought another 4-wheel drive about in 2019. So I thought I'll try something different. So I bought the Oricom radio, and as I said before, not very pleased at all with the performance. Didn't even last me, well, yeah, probably about a year, maybe. That's about it. And then I believe this was the radio that I was using, my compact one. Yes, this is it. So before I got rid of the Oricom radio mobile, I got myself a GME portable with your microphone. Great little devices to have. Mounted in a few little places in my 4-wheel drive. So very good quality, sound quality, Pretty good range actually too. So with this radio, I found out that my Oricom wasn't working in terms of transmission. So I'm talking to it, couldn't hear nothing, and vice versa. So I thought, all right, something's wrong with the Oricom, and decided to just get rid of it. And I started to use this for a little while. I've only had this for about 2 weeks, roughly. And thought I'll go back to the mobile unit, and decided to go back, believe it or not, to another unit. So this is a 5060 model. Cheap, very nice. I had it hooked up already. I had just this morning. I mistakenly put a. Actually, no, it was yesterday. Yesterday I had it Saturday I had it installed. Or was it yesterday? And put a 6 decibel antenna. I thought it was a 4.5, but I had it checked, not far from here, about 100 meters, to my missus on the actual portable. It was coming pretty good, pretty clear. Didn't realize it was a 6 decibel and not a 4.5. But then I remembered, wait a minute, I had an antenna in one of my toolboxes in my back of the 4-wheel drive, and I was at shopping again at the car park, and I'm just listening in, and I realized that there's some coming through. Also decided to check my toolbox, found out that I had my 4.5 decibel antenna sitting in there. And I thought, okay, I'll change it over from my 6 to the 4.5. And yeah, I was getting much better reception. I did have my 3 decibel, but I decided that 4.5 is a great all-rounder between the 3 and the 6. So I started using the 4.5 again. Great little unit. So I had a GME in the past. I've installed on a Ford XR6 also at the same time when I bought my 4-wheel drive. Great. It was a mobile unit as well, so very nice. A good quality sound. All 3 was giving me all good quality sound, no problem. But the reason why I didn't go for a GME this time around when I got rid of the Oricom was the price. GME seems to be a bit more complicated these days in terms of things you can get on the actual microphone. You got your usual duplex functions and God knows what else. You can even get your antennas, which has the chip mounted on your antenna. Those who know what I'm talking about, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about, which gives you there's a chip there on your mobile mount. That's what I was told anyway. There's a chip there that enhances the sound quality of your incoming calls. So it's not on the radio. Apparently it's on the actual base of your aerial, and then your antenna on top. So the GME was a bit too pricey for me, over $500. I even had it on back order, and still waiting. It's been everyone's just waiting on the new GME radios. They're good stuff, they're just too expensive. This one just cost me half as much, and I just wanted something plain and simple. It still has your duplex function. This one apparently does have a playback function as well. For some reason on the Oricom 390 model that has the dual receiver, you get a triple, what was it? The triple function where you can, it's not a dual receiver, it's actually a triple receiver. So that's something that I wasn't expecting. So this is the 390 is actually the latest in the Oricom radio, but like I said, as you've seen, just doesn't work. It failed pretty much, and there's no explanation, and there's nothing there on the manual that specifies how to use the play function with the Uniden. Straight away there's a button on top on the microphone where it says Insta right on top. There is a playback function, so if you miss the call, just press the button and it'll play back the previous message that was coming through. Great. That's something that was really surprised me. So I'm back to the original Uniden radio. Well, once again, they've done a good job in terms of keeping. They've done a really good job keeping it simple again with duplex function. Good sound quality, I've noticed. So yeah, I actually mounted it where I mounted it the Oricom before, just under the where you normally drive, just under the steering wheel column there. So what do you get with this? Everything. Open scan, group scan, dual watch, duplex. I haven't tried duplex yet. I've got here in Bendigo, the repeater is on channel 4. There's another one on channel 7, but I presume that the repeater tower near Bendigo has been switched off. There's meant to be one here in my countryside in Heathcote, close. I think it's in either Kyneton or Castlemaine, but that's the one that's been switched off as well. So I presume that the one in Bendigo is still working, and that's on channel 4. So I've got duplex set on channel 4 if I'm going down to Bendigo. So just reading here, you got your usual CTC, SS, core tone, auto squelch, all the good stuff. So they didn't make it too complicated like GME, which has all your other added on features with GPS and Bluetooth and God knows what. Uniden just kept everything nice and simple and at a reasonable price as well. So I got this around $257, so $257 from Autobahn. And yep, I'm going to be sticking with Uniden from now on, because I know my original one lasted about 10 years. Oricom, rubbish, not even a year. GME, I had mounted a GME, like I said, the latest one, the latest model that they had back in 2019. I had in my Ford XR6. My Ford has been sold last year together with the mobile unit in it. Once in a while I see the car around Bendigo, Looks like they've taken the radio off since then and left the smart bar on there. I had a smart bar in front of the XR6, which looked great. So yeah, Oricom, never again. GME, good, but too expensive, too complicated. I'll stick with what I know that I've trusted in the past. So Uniden, you got my thumbs up. Oricom, thumbs down. That's all I got to say for that one. So, yep, like I said, that's it. Oricom out, Uniden in. GME, yeah, too complicated. So, if anyone wants to leave a comment below what they think of Oricom or what their favourite radio is, leave your comments below. If you see what you like here today, give us a thumbs up and let us know what you think. So, bye for now.